Hi, welcome to the most Delulu phase of my life. Let's get into it then. So we first got Liam Payne. He first did an audition back in 2008. We got the iconic Ink to Cheryl, which, in case you didn't know, she had his baby, literally. And then he went to the boot camp, and then he got cut off, unfortunately. Oh well, fortunately. And then Simon Cowell apparently said come back 2 years later, which he did, and he auditioned in 2010 along with Louis Tomlinson, Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Niall Horan, like my favorite, what the fuck. So basically they all failed to go up the category to the boys. So Simon Cowell said, oh yeah, I decided to put them in the band. It wasn't him. Footage came out, it was Nicole, and thank God she did. Like, I'm so glad she could see some talent and some future there, because to be honest, now rewatching, I'm like, what did she see in them? But I'm like, thank you, Nicole. And not Simon Cowell. We all know Simon Cowell didn't do shit and basically mistreated them. We all know this. And then they started getting popular. We got songs like Viva la Vida. And Niall just having fun by himself. He's so cute. Like, he's just like, hey, hey. He was just having the time of his life, you know. While Harry was just like aggressively moving his shoulder. And then Liam was telling Niall to cheer up and stuff. It was something. I mean, I loved it, don't get me wrong. I would not miss it for a single thing. I think it was amazing. And then they started doing diaries, which got really, really popular. And I think that's also where the fame came from, mostly. Well, not mostly, but yeah. Also, Louis Tomlinson was incredibly funny in this video diaries. You know, I think every Louis girl, since the moment he said, I like girls who eat carrots.
I like girls who eat carrots.
They took the carrots and they ran with it so much. Honestly, every fanfiction included a girl that liked carrots. Like, I remember a fanfiction which the girl had like a necklace with the pin of a carrot, and Louis was like, oh my god, I love carrots. Like what? He said it once and it was clearly a joke. I don't know why we ran with it, honestly, but we did. And honestly, it was a time, I'm not gonna lie. Then in 2011, they released their first album, which was Up All Night, which included What Makes You Beautiful, another icon we have here. Gotta Be You, One Thing. I was first introduced to One Direction to Gotta Be You. I don't know, like, in Nickelodeon, they used to stream video clips between episodes, and this one was there, and I was like, who's the blonde guy? It's mine. Yeah, like I was 10, but and stole my heart. I heard someone say that many people trash on it. I hope you don't, honestly. Like, it's an amazing song. I love it so much with my whole heart. I could listen to it every day and not get tired of it. So under the lights tonight, so be careful what you say. And yeah, they went on a tour. And they were also opening up for Big Time Rush, if I'm not mistaken, which, hello. I really thought, like, as an European, I really thought, like, Big Time Rush was just something on TV, like, just a band that was... I didn't even know they were the ones singing it, you know? Like, apparently they are. So yeah, you know, them opening up, it's to Big Time Rush, a bit odd. Also, Big Time Rush has a comeback. They did a comeback now. Like, which one of y'all was literally like on their doors for them to do a comeback? Or maybe you just needed money. Now that I'm thinking, they needed the money maybe. And you know what? If they came here, I would still pay for those tickets. I would still fight for those tickets, to be honest. Also, More Than This by One Direction. The line that Niall says, if I'm louder, would you see me? If I'm louder, would you see me? I would be like, Niall, I'm super small. Like, not pick me at all, but okay. I used to be like, I'm super small, see me, oh my god, like, you need to be tall for me to see you, whatever. I remember being like this. I remember thinking, like, more than this was made for me. Like, more than this was, like, Niall, stop it. Niall, stop it. Like, why are you doing this to me? Like, you're making me blush. That was me. That was me. They don't know about us as well. I just remember this song. Like, I literally thought it was about him could not tell the world our relationship, even though I never spoke to him. You know how delulu that is. Like, I was like, he clearly is waiting for me. Like, I'm just 10. He's waiting for me to turn 18. Girl, get a grip. I mean, I'm thankful I was a bit delulu, because it was super fun to be delulu. Let's be delulu together. Like, honestly, it was super fun. And then we had the movement, Let Niall Sing, which was something. I mean, I was there. I cannot lie. I was there. I was like, Niall, you get more lines. I'm sorry, you deserve them. You have an amazing voice. And then I saw this and I was like, I searched for it. And then Let Niall Sing. And then something apparently said, my accent always works with girls. I mean, it does, but he definitely did not say this. Please. He's a fetus. Please. We got also this.
Scream. On the screen. On the screen. On the screen. On the screen. Yeah. Looking like Danny Fly. I get to the beat, walking on the street and I knew the free. Yeah. This is how I roll. Ain't no more friend face out of control. It's Red Bull with the big ass bra. And like Bruce Lee, I got the clout.
Which was iconic. You know how, like, obsessed you must be to literally want to memorize every facial expression from Niall and every move he does with his head? That was me. Also, I was like, Liam, you're kind of different now. But I mean, Niall was always here, always my number one. I used to be toxic about it too. Like, for example, a friend of mine liked Niall as well, and I was like, you cannot like Niall. Niall is on mine. Like, oh, girl, I'm so sorry. And well, they got Take Me Home, which we got Live While We're Young, and also Little Things, Kiss You, Little Things. You know, this song cured and made my depression harder at the same time, you know? Like, I had so many insecurities that I didn't know they were insecurities, you know? And then I was like, wait, but they love me for it, you know? They actually love me.
Stop it. Get some help.
So, that was me. And then we got, well, Take Me Home, as I said. And in the album, Niall is inside the booth, which people were like, this is hiding Niall. Please, let the boy shine. Because, well, the theory was that he was the only who was not from England. He's the only one Irish. So everyone was like, yeah, you don't like the Irish, do you? So yeah, he was the only one not from the UK, basically. And then we got suddenly, out of nowhere, beef with The Wanted, which is a British band as well. We got the iconic line from Zayn Malik. And this one, when I knew it was a little... It was something. You know, I think here, girls were like, yeah, the bad boy. Zayn, yeah, because he said, alright, chlamydia boy, winky face. Like, is it just me, or is it kind of hot? You know, like, I really don't want to say this, but, like, at the time, this made me go feral. I was 12. And then we got Mr. X. I don't know if you remember this, but Mr. X was just someone who did predictions online. And then I think he predicted that Harry was going to die, was going to be assassinated by someone. Yeah. And basically, they said, well, someone from One Direction, and then they said Harry, and everyone was doing hashtag save Harry. And or stay safe Harry, and apparently people were calling management and stuff to help Harry, even though he was probably just fine in his auto room, but people were going insane over it. We also got a lot of fan fiction. Let's go with the things we got from this. So fan fiction was all over the place. We got amazing fan fiction, like top tier fan fiction, I'm not kidding. Like those girls were made to write, you know, some of them, and especially when, you know, they put like, I'm so sorry, English is my second language. I'm like, give it to me, what do you got, give it to me, you know, like, am I the only one? Yeah. And we got a lot of trailers for fan fictions as well. This was such a popular thing on Wattpad. Like, people would do trailers and, you know, like do Photoshop things just for people to get a grip on what the trailer was. And honestly, I would choose fanfictions based on the trailer at some point. And to be honest, I used to finish most fanfictions at 6 a.m. I used to hide my phone under my bed, under my pillow, and then I would read them until 6 a.m. even with exams on the next day. I'm not super proud of it, but honestly, I mean, I learned English. I didn't know English. I was terrible at English. I always failed in English until fanfiction. So, thanks, babes. If you're watching, anyone who made fanfiction, thank you. Okay, then we can't forget that we also got like girls wearing Converse was super. I think one of them said it, and girls again ran with it. Well, when I say girls, I mean me as well. Okay, so nothing offensive. Niall obsession with potatoes and endos was something out of this world. Honestly, like my biggest dream growing up was like, I need to go to an endos. And the moment I come in, Niall's going to see me and he's like, oh my god, she's so different. She actually likes endos. And I'm like, yeah, that's me, you know? Want to go on a date on endos? And potatoes as well, which I guess is an Irish thing, but isn't it like controversial to assume an Irish person likes potatoes? Well, I don't know. No, I remember you saying potatoes. I will search about this. I remember something about it now that I'm thinking. Yeah.
Don't say that!
Potato!
Also, Liam, like, people run with the idea that he had a fear of spoons. I think he said it once, okay, but people were like super into it in fan fictions. They were like, oh my god, I took a spoon, and Liam freaked out, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, hello? Like, please? And also, yeah, the thing that I told you about, the insane obsession with carrots that people had, because Louis liked them, and you know what? I would eat carrots for them, man. Thank you, Louis, for keeping my veggies in. And then we got an amazing fan fiction. My mom sold me to One Direction. The author of this, I would like to speak to you. What was going on through your head? Like, how did this fan fiction idea came to your head? Like, honestly, it's great, but you are creative, man. You are creative. I will tell you this. And obviously, the Tumblr imagines, which I would spend days looking at, you know. Imagine Louis throwing a grape at you with a playful smile. You decide to throw one back at him, but you miss, so he starts laughing at you. You get so upset you throw the entire plate at him, knocking him unconscious. A minute of silence for this one is needed. And then we get, you try to wake up with Harry, but he doesn't want to listen, and he does this. Hello again, like, what was going on through our minds? Like, imagine you try to wake up with Harry, but he doesn't want it to hear, so he does this. Like, what? And then Louis, YN, if you don't go on a date with me tonight, I'll jump. I'm serious. And then it's the boys grabbing him from a boat. Like, girl, I mean, I would run with it. I loved it. This one is more problematic, I guess. But he was all over the place. I remember this. Here's your hot chocolate. Careful, it's hot. Me, please, I've seen pictures of One Direction, so I think I can handle the heat. And then it's fetus Niall. Like, babe, he was barely a baby there. Please. So yeah. And then we had lyric videos. So girls, guys, non-binary people, help me out on this, okay? So didn't we have the videos with images, always the same images on the sides? Like, I cannot search them. I cannot find them. Did someone delete them? Or is it my imagination? Is it a Mandela effect? Please. Like, I remember clearly. I think Liam had a rose or Niall had a rose. I cannot find them. Am I confusing 5 Seconds of Summer? I don't think I am. But yeah, this is the only one I could find. And then we got Larry. Larry was a huge thing. Larry was huge. Like, so much fanfiction. I think in almost every fanfiction, Louis and Harry were involved. And then a lot of tweets about it. Photoshop pictures, like, a lot of them. And fan art all over the place. Like, it was insane. Like, I mean, I was never a Larry shipper, so I cannot tell you much. I get it that some people might, ship other people, but I think if you get to the point like Larry, I think it's too much, to be honest. And then we got Midnight Memories, was one of the best albums in terms of popularity, of course. And they had one D-Day. They would stream for 7 hours doing stuff. It was amazing. I was not like watching the live stream, but I've watched like after, and I think it's amazing. I gotta admit to something. Zayn, in the best song ever music video, made me question my sexuality.
What did he say?
I was like, am I that into men? Like, what do you mean? Why does he look so good as a woman? Like, hello? I'm sorry, I'm always saying hello. It is a problem. I knew the intro to best song ever from beginning to the ending, word by word. Like, I literally, like, my life depended on it. Like, I had a gun pointed to my head and say, memorize it. I knew everything. Leroy, I'm sorry. My intrusive thoughts. If you know, you know. 4. So we got the album 4. We got Night Changes, which Zayn did some things to me. I'm sorry, Niall. This is not cheating, I promise. But Zayn with that hair, he was super hot, honest. I mean, he was always hot. I don't even know why I'm discussing this. And then, March 25th, 2015 happened. And you might be asking, what happened? A catastrophe. The most life-changing moment of my life. People were literally threatening to themselves. Like, literally, I remember seeing it. It was insane. It was literally a natural catastrophe to me. Like, almost. And to the world, honestly. Like, everyone was like, Zayn is leaving the band? What the fuck? Yeah. Can I say curse words here? Anyways, I acted like it was one too. I was literally sobbing for it. Like, I literally sobbed like my dog died. I was like, Zayn is never going to come back. Like, he's not dead. Like, what? Then the tweets came, which was basically Zayn did a collab with Naughty Boy and then posted a picture which was a bit like with a funky filter, and then Louis commented on it and said, like, remember when you were 12 and you used to think those Mac filters for your pictures were cool? Haha, some people still do. Ha! And then Naughty Boy answered and said, some people can't even sing, but who's complaining when there's autotune, hey? Like, excuse me. Like, I got super mad at this. And then Zayn did kind of the last punch and said, Louis, remember when he had a life and stopped making bitchy comments about mine? I was heartbroken. I was like, there's no way they're mad at each other. Like, they love each other. Please, they're brothers. And then One Direction went on a hiatus, which supposedly was going to last 18 months. Yeah, I'm still waiting for it actually. So yeah, and I still never got it. In 2016, so Louis had a son, and Larry shippers were literally saying the baby was a doll. Like, the baby was a doll, and to distract people from the fact that Louis and Harry were together. And also some people said there was just a random baby given to Louis for him to take a picture to kind of drift away the rumors that him and Harry were dating. I'm shocked. Well, in 2017, everyone pretty much had successful careers. Harry is definitely the most popular today. I feel like Zayn kind of drifted away a bit. Like, he was super popular when he started his solo career, and nowadays I think he's just drifted away a bit. But you know, we got hit songs like Sign of the Times. Like, as soon as his solo started, Harry's, it was amazing. Back to You by Louis, and then Pillow Talk by Zayn. We got Slow Hands by Niall, which, thank you, Niall, if you're watching this. And Strip That Down by Louis, which got us the iconic dance. Like, iconic, to be honest. Like, yeah, it was iconic. I would like to lie to you, but I can't. It was a time. And then in 2019, Louis' mom passed away, and every member of One Direction apparently showed up except Zayn, and some people were mad about it. Which, I mean, I get it. They had a discussion. Like, obviously he wasn't just going to show up. And then a few years later, if I'm not mistaken, it was during the pandemic, Zayn posted a cover of You and I mean, not a cover, just him singing a high note.
'Cause you and I.
But I went crazy. I was like, yeah, they're coming back. It is now. And Zayn is going back into the band. Guess who was wrong? I'm not pointing fingers. 2022, it was a very big controversy because Liam went to the Logan Paul podcast and he said a lot of things that people weren't taking so well. Like, he said that Simon Cowell built basically the band revolving around him, which was wrong. We then see it was Nicole actually that built the band, and it was actually around Niall. Well, kind of. I mean, Niall was the first one that was put up on that. And also Liam mentions an argue, which is super famous now, which was like, if you don't take those hands, there's a high likelihood you'll never use them again. Like, it's so iconic that we all agreed that Niall could never. Like, Niall would never be the person to be in this sort of argument. I feel like, right? He's just so chill. Like Louis said, like, it's such a good thing being a Niall fan, because what's the most messiest thing that happened? Japan. I think maybe some of you know what I'm talking about. That's all. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. That was all. I hope you had fun. I'm sorry if this was too long or too messy. I tried to like compile things that I thought were important, and I will try to put chapters so it is easier to follow. So thank you so much, and bye bye.